Hello guys, we have a problem. Jeb is on the moon and his ship broke, so we are gonna have to launch a rescue mission. And here we have our first working big moon lander. We've already freed up a spot for Jeb, so let's head on over to the moon. Oh yeah, my spacecraft sounds are off, sorry about that. Hear those rockets roar. Here we go. And these two are freaking out already. Well, Bill's not. He's busy flying this monstrosity. Anyway, it takes a great deal of fuel to get a big capsule to the moon. At least if you want to make a capsule that can get back again. And I spent a bit of time coming up with this design, which fortunately works. So, if you want to see how this design is set up, as always, you can either wait for or skip ahead to the end of the video where I'll be taking it apart and showing you how this is set up. Okay, and we're gonna start our turn at about 10-13 kilometers. As you can see, we're accelerating nicely. Okay, just a few seconds more here. Yeah, the ascent well, this part of the ascent is pretty easy, but once we get rid of these, that'll be the scary part. Yeah, if we can get into orbit safely, it should be fine. Oh! Whoops! Okay, do over. Why did I do that? Whoa, that was... well... whoops. Okay, come on, load. Okay, it's loaded. Okay, let's try that again, guys. And already we're off to a good start, eh? Yeah, I totally freaked there for some reason. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and not edit out or not upload my failures as much as possible, because I think those can be fun to watch and educational, and it also kind of just feels dishonest for me if I do it 5 times and then pretend that I'm doing everything perfectly. It's just not cool as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, when I make videos, I'll try and make sure to leave my failures in, except where, well, there might be some exceptions, but in general I'm gonna make an effort not to edit out failures unless they're really uninteresting kind, of course. Okay, we need to turn a little more. We are moving at, we have a pretty high vertical speed, so as you can see here, up at the top next to the altimeter. Oh yes, and it's gonna spin some. Yeah, this detaching is gonna be a bit scary too. Yeah, these first 2 stages, they're the really difficult part. Okay, get rid of that. Yeah, and are you... think you are? Yes, the SAS is fighting to stabilize it. Okay, it's gonna go a bit wonky when I detach this. Yeah, the ship is drifting some because of that. Let's turn it towards 90 degrees and turn this engine on. And this is gonna be the really freaky bit. I keep worrying that it's gonna snap off and destroy the lander part. Yeah, you see? Oh, come on! That never happened before. Come on! God damn it! Wow, how? Seriously, that's the first time it's actually snapped off. Wow. But Jeb is running out of oxygen, so we have to get there. So, we launch yet again. At least it's not lagging too badly. Yeah, this is really going well. Wow. Yeah, I have another mission set up to show you guys. Well, it's not a mission I've actually run yet, I mean, it's something I'm planning. I've put a radio telescope with a living module in orbit. Well, a radio telescope slash small space station, and we're gonna put a scientist on board it at some point. You're gonna see it on our way to the moon, if we ever get into orbit. Which right now is not looking that hopeful, actually, after 2 failures. At least our guys survived that. But then again, we can't abandon Jeb. Okay. As far as the failure of his ship is concerned, well, we're gonna go with a computer failure that he can't repair on the spot, and because of that he can't launch. Okay, we need to turn a little more. See, I also can't just jettison that last stage because I need the boost it gives me. Okay, start running into trouble at this spot, so let's throttle down, put less stress on the ship, and yeah, we're gonna finish up this stage and the next one on half throttle. We don't need the oomph actually, since gonna have, yeah, it lags a bit when I switch from the map view when I'm recording. Let's pause, unpause, let the processor catch up. Okay, let's turn towards 90 degrees. We're heading... Can I actually make it into orbit with this stage? Somehow I doubt it, but actually, fuck it, let's try it. And I have to wait until my ship has drifted out of the atmosphere. Actually, how close are we? Yeah, 2 minutes away. That's a bit longer than I would like. Yeah, 1.5 minutes away. That's when we're gonna turn our engines back on. And this is a bit different than I flew it in the test missions. And yeah, I usually skip the ship development process because it's really messy and it involves a lot of partial test flights. Essentially, how I do this is I build a ship, I test it, and once it has gotten there and back again more or less successfully once, then I do a video recording the actual mission. And that you can sort of consider a set of simulations in the design phase, because, well, yeah, this is the actual mission, everything else was just simulation. So this ship did well in the simulations but failed in the first 2 flights. And yeah, and see, it's quite stable when you do it like this with these attached, but these engines are heavy, these fuel tanks, even though they're empty, they're still heavy. And I'm pretty close to the orbit, and at least I'm out of the atmosphere, so that should limit the disturbance some. Yeah, I think it might have been turbulence actually. Okay, let's turn towards... Actually, screw that. We're gonna be getting closer to the apoapsis anyway before we burn, so, and... Okay, okay. That's our mark there. watch this thing as I burn, just in case it goes really wonky again. Oh, we might actually be able to use this stage. Oh yeah, that's much. That's starting to screw around again. We're gonna keep it at a third of the throttle there. And yeah, you see, it's really scary. It keeps screwing around like that. Yeah, previous time I've used these extra fuel tanks here for the lander stage well, these are meant for the lunar injection and for orbiting the moon and for setting up our landing approach. This fuel tank is purely for returning home, and these are for landing and starting our return trip. Okay, how are we doing on orbit? On orbit, doing just fine on that. Yeah, gonna need to have a great deal more control next when we are close to the moon, so after we finish our injection burn or transfer burn or whatever you want to call it, yeah, there's our radio telescope there, orbiting at 2000 kilometers, and we've missed our moon transfer point. Okay, so we're gonna wait a bit longer. Well, through one more orbit, that is. We're gonna burn about here. What's this trash here? That's debris from one of my ships that exploded in space. And I was pretty close to the planet and I expected most of it to come crashing back down, but the explosion actually pushed some of it into a higher orbit. And am I still time warping? I'm like pressing my controls and nothing's happening. This should still be okay. We have plenty of extra fuel. And yeah, I probably should be watching that thing, but I think it's okay because we're doing this at such a low power setting, and we're gonna throttle it up some more. Not too much. Maybe I should have a less powerful engine here. But then you see, this stage with this engine is pretty slow already, and pushing this, if I put one of these here, then pushing all that additional fuel is make the whole thing even slower, and no, that I don't think that's a good idea. How's it doing there? It's not too badly. We can throttle up a little more. Oh yeah, that's about as good as we can make it, fast as we can go. And yeah, keeps lagging there for a second. Let's throttle down a bit more actually. Gods, this is scary. Like I said, those first two stages, that's the scary stuff. And we're aiming for about 3000 meters per second, so we have a ways to go yet. Actually less, since might be less since we're in a higher orbit, but still, that's at least 300-400 meters of delta V. As in, delta V being difference in speed. And why is there still a fuel line here? I thought I got rid of these. I used to have engines on this stage, and I thought I got rid of these fuel lines, but apparently I didn't. Oh yeah, we're not gonna need the 3000, but it's a good guideline figure. It gives you some idea how much you need to accelerate. And for a low orbit you need 2000 and whoa, change. Yeah. Win some, lose some. Before, when I transferred with this stage, I used to get a nice slow orbit around the moon when I transferred, but yeah. Goodbye. Let's not take any unnecessary risks. Is that getting low? No, that's getting higher. Okay. Goodbye then. And over such a great distance, that small, not much away translates into several kilometers. How high away are you now? Yeah, that's more than far enough. Okay, and we're gonna be orbiting in the... and that's Jeb's ship, which is a small moonlander. So... how far away are we? 20 minutes. Well, less now, obviously. Okay, 3, 2... okay. No time compression. Let's turn... see, even without engine power it's turning pretty nicely now. Yeah, I used to have the bigger small engine, but it weighs more and has less power than this, or the vectoring version of this. So I decided that having that there wasn't a good idea after all. I used to have one there, and yeah, more weight, less power. No, really no. Yeah, but that was in my previous design when I had a version of this ship that, well, it fell just short of having enough fuel, so I had to redesign some, and I got rid of some weight, added, well, I reorganized the whole thing. So, a lot less weight, I think a little more fuel, or is it the same amount of fuel? Either way, mostly I got rid of extra weight, and yeah, it makes a huge difference actually. Okay, now we want a nice low periapsis of 50, 60 kilometers. 60 ought to do. Just a smidge lower. There we go. Now we're gonna lower our apoapsis. Whoa. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm switching to spacecraft view. See, still plenty of fuel. 9 fuel tanks here, which we will have to detach anyway before we actually land. And these 3, these don't detach, so I have 2800 liters of fuel on this. And another 3600 on this part. Yeah. So anyway, should be enough fuel to return home and do a precision landing, of course, next to Jeb in this crater here, with some margin for error left over. Okay. See, it's in shadow. And mission time is 9 hours. Okay, how quickly can I warp here? And can I orbit here long enough for... yeah, we're gonna assume Jeb has 3 days of air left. So actually, yeah, the moon turns pretty quickly. That's okay, we can work with that. Yeah, okay. Come on. Sunny side up. Sunny side up. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Be good. Okay, and that I want it a bit deeper into the sun's area. Sunny area here, and that's 1 day. Okay. We're going in. We want to bring our periapsis down there over Jeb. to about 20,000. How low is that? Too high. And that is not exactly our trip. So do we shift our orbit northwards or southwards? Let's see, people. Actually, I'm gonna shift it once I get a bit closer. It will be more effective, I think. Say here-ish. Of course, we have to consider the fact that there's limits to just how far he can walk. So, how much air he can carry in his spacesuit. So, we need to land within 3-4 kilometers tops before we can assume that he'll make it. And hopefully, well, that shouldn't be a problem. Just worrying there might be some sort of, okay, we're getting close, some sort of glitch where you can only report the spacecraft you actually came out of, and I think it's loading moon graphics. Okay. Let's apply just a smidge of thrust here. And how's that doing? And we'll kind of want this to come down. Right about... yeah, that's debris from test flights, which is actually somehow inside the moon. And yes, I know, what the F. Okay. Oh, whoa, 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 that's too fast. Need to slow ourselves down some more. Okay, how quickly are we? Actually, we might want to wait a little bit longer. Still, we ought to have plenty of fuel. Last test flight I landed within a kilometer of that pod, I think. Okay, we want a trajectory, if you can see the mouse cursor, something like this. Like this, actually. Yeah, actually we timed our burn just pretty okay-ish. So, yeah. Yeah, we need to adjust in this direction, actually. Yeah. And we're coming over it, and adjust a little more in this direction. Come on, adjust. God damn it. Come on. Yeah, that's fine. Let's adjust our heading back again this way. Come on, SAS, stabilize me. Come on, I can't lose time here. Every second counts, and we need to burn like crazy to get rid of the rest of our lateral speed. We're right over him. Come on. Work, you engine, you. Come on. Oh, the drama and the tension. Ideally, we would want to avoid dropping one of these on top of Jeb, but that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, gonna head in, and then we can, if we have plenty of fuel left, we can do a drift, controlled drift to get a bit closer. But for now, time warp. Actually, our heading is pretty swell. Yeah, we can work with this. Yeah, this burn somehow feels, I don't know, reminds me of ice melting really, makes me think of ice melting really quickly. It sounds coldish, really weird. Okay, 100 meters per second. Yeah, the land here is about 1000 meters, a little less high. So not exactly the lowest spot on the moon, but that gives us a figure to work with, and we're gonna be pretty close. So we are already within 4 kilometers and soon to be 3 kilometers. Nope. Nope. That way? Yeah, that way. Come on. A bit of drift will... Come on, don't lag on me now. Okay, 2 kilometers. Are we actually getting further away? No, that would be silly, right? Actually, let's give us a bit of a hop that way. Okay, that should give us enough time to check the map, which is completely worthless at this altitude. And we need to start braking here, lateral speed wise. Nudges, nudges, nudges. Just yeah, we're coming almost straight down. That ought to be fine. And yeah, they should be fine. Let's deploy those just so that we don't forget and don't waste time once we're closer and can't afford... Whoa, come on. Precision controls on. And since Jeb's life is at risk here, we can't afford to screw this up. So bye bye fuel tanks. Should probably do something about that second stage on ascent. That's way too unsafe to make this a permanent design. Boom! Okay. Gonna be about 1000 meters away. That's quite fine. Okay, and there's the ground. Couple 100 meters below us. Hold your breath. It's time to land. Cases. Here we go, and that's the land coming up there. Shadow, can we see our shadow? We can't see our shadow yet. We want to have some descent speed, although we should be fine on fuel. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, no, slow down a little more than that. We want to touch down very gently. It's Jeb's life on the line, guys. Can't screw around with this. Come on. Don't bounce, don't. Oh, yes, we're down. Now, we radio Jeb and tell him it's time to head on out. Yeah, if you hear that scratching, my cat's trying to get in. Unfortunately, I've locked the door. And it's loading. Oh, come on! God damn it. Do I have these extended? Of course I don't. Extend. Do I have another one down there? Yes, I do. Extend. And let's go. And there's our rescue craft over there. Come on, Jeb. Time to go home. Space to let go, right? Yay. My, that's a long way. Whee! Wow! Oh god, I hope he doesn't crash. Whoa, no, no, no. Oh, Jeb, are you alright? Oh god, I'm not doing that again. Oh god, did you break your neck? Are you okay? Oh god, that was scary. Oh god, I left the RCS back on. Right on his face. Yeah, that's a long way away. Yeah, let's turn that off again. Said turn it off. Actually, yeah, luckily he has a couple hours of air in that big backpack of his. Ooh, big moonwalk. Yeah, that craft is gonna be there forever. For no our, yeah, maybe we're gonna come back someday and fix it up and then take it back home again, or not. Not much use really. Then again, a bit of extra cargo space for bringing stuff back from the moon. And it just requires a couple of microchips. Is that it in the distance? Yes, I think it is. That's our rescue ship. Run, Jeb, run! Whee! Oh my god! The pain! The pain! Get up. Again! Again! Whee! And he lands on his face yet again. I don't think he likes this much. Get up. Whee! Whoosh! No, 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 no. Don't die on me. Just don't die on me. Oh, he bounced. Come on, get up. Okay, half of the way there. Halfway point. Okay. Whoa. The land is being weird. Don't know if you can see that, but the land is being weird. Whee! Yeah, you can really cover distance this way. Chip! No, no, no. Just don't die. Come on, get up. Get up. You are alright. Come on. Again! Again! Whee! Let's keep these small. Too much, and I think we really accelerate. Yeah, I think even with the falling we... Yeah, shift is up. Shift is up. Silly me. Wee! Shift, shift. Wee! Shift. We don't want to... Wee, and we're sliding. Come on. Almost there, Jeb. Come on, get up. Get up. I know this is hard. Just don't tear your suit and you're gonna be fine. Wee! 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 Come on! I'm flying! Yeah, you just keep yourself off the ground and you can sort of drift. Oh yeah! And he smashed into the ground, didn't he? Oh, ouch! And another bounce. Come on! Get up! Are you alright? Are you alright? Okay, now we have to find where our ladders are. Where did I put them? Come on! So close! Yeah, just over a kilometer on the moon's surface. Doesn't seem like a lot from a rocket, but whoa, that's some distance. Yeah, there's the ladders, I think. Too far away for that. Yeah. Can we? Come on. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to fly up there and grab hold. Oh no, I think, yeah, can I? Should be able to. Right. Or not. Oh no, yeah, I can. Phew! Here we go. And the other one is too far away. And he can grab hold of it. Grab. Yes, grab. God damn, it shows me the command pod thingy. Okay, let's climb down a bit. Don't get hit on the head. Here we go. Okay, climb on board. You're almost there. Here we go. Whew. Okay. So, Jeb. Sets off, SS on. Engines ignite. Retract mobility enhancers. And we're turning towards 90 degrees at say 30-degree angle. Ought to be fine. Looks good. Should have enough fuel. Accelerating nicely. And Jeb is going home. God, he's happy. Goodbye, Moon. See you again sometime. Only not too soon, hopefully. Well, maybe. No, we don't want to press that just yet. Okay, how are we doing our trajectory there? Doing fine on that. Okay, and cut engines there. That should be plenty enough height. No fancy tricks, we have plenty of fuel and we have to get Jeb back home. The other guys, they don't really matter, but Jeb has to survive. It's absolutely essential that Jeb survive. Yeah, we don't need a perfect 90-degree angle, especially since we didn't land exactly on the equator. That's perfect. We're gonna burn it. Whoa! Time warp. And it screwed up my return solution some. Okay. Yeah. Since the moon is actually moving around Kerbin and you are orbiting Kerbin together with the moon, you want to extend your orbit in your orbit around the moon in the direction opposite its orbital path. I mean, opposite the direction it's moving on its orbit. So this way, perhaps this way. So we... Whoa! Gods! Whoops! Whoopsie! Okay, come on. Turn. Okay, and you want to extend your orbit in this direction until you get escape velocity, which is what? 700 meters per second or thereabouts. 7 or 8. Depending on how high you are, of course. Okay, and here we can set up a nice return trajectory, which looks like won't be as perfect as we might like. Still, it's okay. Okay, now we're gonna slow ourselves down a little more until our perhaps is at 40 kilometers, at which point, once we get closer, we can then adjust ourselves by turning upwards or downwards, thus pushing perhaps inwards or outwards, and either committing to our re-entry or aborting it. Actually, we are gonna go for 50. Easier that way. And we want a perhaps of 32 or 35 kilometers will mean that you land on that pass more or less at the point over which your perhaps is hovering, and we're gonna burn ourselves downwards, but first we're gonna adjust our orbit northwards so that we are, there we go, that's northwards, so that we pass a little further away from these annoying pieces of land there. And yes, I know 6 meters per second with the parachute deployed you should be fine on with landing on land, but it still feels better and just better to land in the water somehow. And we could probably, with the fuel we have left, set ourselves up for return next to the launch center, but just 5 minutes away, so we're gonna go for 30 kilometers so that we land short of it. Okay, Jeb. Oh gods, it lags. Oh god, lags so bad. Come on. Okay, and we're in the atmosphere and we're coming down pretty quickly. But this angle should be okay, hopefully. We could do all kinds of things. We could burn to slow ourselves down more quickly. Actually, since we're not... F it. Why aren't you... Yeah, you detached. Thank you. I think this part falls faster on its own than the other garbage, and yeah, for whatever reason. Okay. Yeah, these two guys are still terrified. But Jeb is happy to be coming home, so... And we can time warp faster than 1x, of course. It's nighttime and our perhaps is shrinking. We're gonna start. It doesn't look like we're gonna land anywhere near this place, but we're gonna start slowing ourselves right the F down. And we're starting to slow ourselves down. Like really slow ourselves down. As you can see here. At our... Whoa, yeah, we are gonna Is that because I'm moving so quickly or something? And we're actually climbing now? What the? Yeah, I think because I'm moving so very quickly when I return from moon. That 32-35 meter rule, that's more for when you deorbit from a low orbit than do a return from a major trip. So yeah, we should land on this pass anyway. $2,300 meters per second. Yeah, we're definitely gonna land, but just that we're gonna land on land, which I wanted to avoid. Whoopsies. Yet another failure on this oh so lucky mission. But we got our guy, so yeah, it's okay. Are we actually gonna climb way up there? Seriously? Oh god. In a way, this kind of just bounced off the atmosphere. It's kind of a direct return thing. Yeah. Could be better. Maybe I should have kept rest of the gunk. Maybe this is more aerodynamic or something, because previous times I tried it, I think it worked fine. But then previous times I used to decouple the last stage only when I was more or less ready to deploy my parachute and stuff, so yeah, that might be it. Yeah, and we no longer have a perhaps and no wrap-ups in the atmosphere. We're definitely going in. Just not as quickly as I might have liked. So yeah. So obviously it is possible to get a big command pod to the moon and to come back with it, but it takes some doing. Yeah. You need to really think about how you build your rocket, which kinds of engines you use, how you distribute the weight and fuel between various stages, and how you pilot it too. So yeah, that's some complexity right there. And what are you? Titled spacecraft debris, Moonlander debris, titled spacecraft. Yeah, that's the titled spacecraft. I think it was when I was launching the some of this is from various tests and some of it is from the radio satellite thing. Oh yeah. We bounced. But we might still come down in the ocean. Just not that ocean. Yeah. Fun. What an unexpected and wonderful surprise that was. Come on. Oh god, this is gonna take a long time, isn't it? Three minutes. Can I switch over quickly? Come on. And switch right back to Yeah, and here is our radio telescope. These are the actual telescope units, and these build a composite picture from all of these cameras, and these are transparent to various radio waves, of course. And this, my dears, is the command/living module, offering comfortable living space for extended periods for one crew member. I know it's the big part, but you know, one guy, if he's gonna be up there for a while, he's gonna need a bit of space. No, Space Center. We want to go to the Space Center, and the tracking station, and we want to switch back to Moonlander. Come on. And yeah, we are a bit closer to the apoapsis. Anyway, we are gonna be trying a rendezvous with that ship next, and we're gonna try and transfer a crew member on board for a short stay, or not so short. And then later on, of course, we're gonna have to recover him after his mission is complete. Yay, and more waiting. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and what else? Yeah, I should probably think about sending a craft to Minmas too. Then again, that shouldn't be too difficult. This same ship should be able to do it, since the difference in delta V is not that big. You need less fuel to land on Minmuts because of the lower gravity. And I mean, you need a little extra to get out there and to adjust to your orbital plane. At the same time, you need less to actually land, so it should be about the same. And the staging should work out too. But we'll see. And 20 seconds away. Hooray! Let's go to the ship cam. And it lags yet again. I think it's because it's loading the graphics or something. Anyway. Yeah, and we are gonna stop moving upwards any second. Now yeah, we're moving downwards again, because this dial says so, and the altimeter is counting downwards again. Hooray! And we have a ways to go yet. Good. Okay. Just fall. Just fall, okay? Just fall. Fall faster. Just fall. Okay. Yeah, I could just end the flight, but I want to make sure that Jeb is back home safely. So, yeah, mission time is gonna be about 1 day and 12-ish hours, a little less than that, but you know. So, and we're starting to pick up some vertical speed now, ever so slowly. Whoa, SAS on, SAS on! No, opposite direction, like this. It's gonna turn itself anyway, eventually. Oh, and there's the moon rising in the distance. Actually, kind of cool. And the ocean glowing in the sunlight. It's the sun. There's Kerbal. Hello! Kerbin, Kerbal, Moon, Minmus. Yay. Now getting to other planets in the solar system is gonna be a real challenge. I don't think they can actually do that without implementing docking so that you can build ships in orbit. I mean, I really don't think that with this new update at least you can do it with a ship that you build on launchpad. I mean, getting to the moon was difficult enough already, but you know. And yeah, I think we're heading in. We're heading in. Where are we on our arc? Oh, still a base is off. Okay, but we're picking up vertical speed, heading down at nearly 100 meters per second, as this meter here shows next to the altimeter and the atmosphere thickness meter, whatever you want to call it. Barometer? Is it a barometer? I'm not so sure. Anyway, yeah, so what else could we talk about? Yeah, I thought about making a moon base, but if getting a single capsule to the moon is so difficult, then making an actual base there is gonna be a lot more difficult than that. So yeah, and I had a moon base set up prepared in my modded version of 15.2, but I don't think I'm gonna be playing that version anymore. But if you want to see that moon base, I guess you can leave comments and about it, and I can make a video about it too. Yeah. So next up, I think we're gonna be trying to rendezvous with this ship here. That's the plan at least. And is our arc shrinking there? Not really, not yet. Okay, we're heading in ever so slowly. Gods, I really miss that 2x time warp. Yeah, it should be possible to do time warp for re-entry at least. At least some, because this is just ridiculous. Aerobrake maneuvers too, I mean. Oh, and that's when you use the... Oh, sorry, I hit the mic there. Real sorry about that. Anyway, aerobrake is when you use the atmosphere to slow yourself down. Say you come back from the moon, you dip into the atmosphere down to 55 kilometers, slow yourself down, do another orbit, then slow yourself down again, and only then you land. You know, when you use the atmosphere to help shrink your orbit before actually landing. Of course, I don't think this counts as such because we didn't actually make it back into space after this. But, you know. Oh yeah, and yeah, we're heading in. All I need is for this to drop below 20 kilometers, and then I can deploy the parachute. Oh god, watching these numbers so very slowly move by is... Well, that's really fun. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. I certainly am. Okay, 2000 meters per second. That should start slowing down in a bit. 32,000 meters, we start getting a thicker atmosphere. And how much are you slowing down? Are you slowing down? I don't think you're slowing down that much. Okay, heading in, and it's gonna be in the mountains. Oh god, I hope this doesn't blow up. That would be really, really bad to go through all that to rescue him, and then to just crash like that. Speaking of which, best not forget to open that parachute. Okay, I'm gonna open the parachute and hope that I can dodge whatever mountains are coming at me. God, it's moving quickly, come on. Parachute deployed, and we're slowing down, and not enough, it's gonna be in the mountains. Yeah, I think I just sabotaged myself there a bit. Although no, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna pass over these here mountains, and we're gonna land there in that valley between many different mountains. And Jeb is gonna have to turn to cannibalism and eat these two before they're rescued. Great. Okay, 400 meters per second. And slowing down nicely, going in, and we're still going in. Okay, let's hope this parachute isn't defective, shall we? Oh my god, ground coming up so fast. If I was landing with a lander, this would be a really scary moment. When you see land coming up that quickly, you go, "Ugh!" But no, we have a parachute. This is parachuted landing. And the land is 700 meters or so high here. Okay. And we're almost there. It's not over until Jeb can stretch his legs on his home planet. So, little more. You're almost down. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Go for it. Yeah. With the lander you would want a landing speed about half of that. Oh, that's a big shadow, isn't it? Yay, he's home. Hooray! Okay, let's climb back on board and end this flight. Hooray, successful mission. Vehicle assembly building, and now I'm gonna show you my rocket so that you can get some ideas to what it takes to get to the moon. Okay, first our orbital setup. I wish it was possible to zoom the camera out some more. Okay, so 3 sets of these large fuel tanks attached to the center stage with a fuel line, along with plenty of struts, and you saw how it was. Even with plenty of struts, it's still seriously dangerous to fly this thing, and I'm gonna be redesigning this some. Okay, so 6 of these. Then you decouple and you're left with this, which has been firing the whole time, of course, but which hasn't used any of its fuel. Get rid of that. And this is my space stage. Stuff I use up and out of the atmosphere. The lander and extra fuel tanks for getting to the moon, orbiting and setting up our approach. These are for landing and return, of course. 3 of these feeding in there. lander, this engine, plus stairs, plus a whole lot of... Yeah, you have to add it here. If you add it here, then when you try to land, the spot where this joint, essentially the parachute gets stripped off along with the SAS units, and you'll have a couple more dead kerbals. Yeah, see, this engine, total mass for maximum thrust 135. This total mass 1.25, maximum thrust 215. So a lighter and more powerful engine. And the specific impulse stuff, I don't know what that means, but it's so close that I figure I think it has something to do with how effective the engine is at burning fuel. But if that is the case, then these two are pretty close, and the weight difference, yeah, I think this one is just, these two are just generally better than this, except that this has a greater vectoring range, so it's better at stabilizing your craft, but that's it. And it's hugely ineffective. I think it has to do with efficiency in the atmosphere. So, like, favorite, subscribe, leave your comments, suggestions, questions, and I hope you enjoyed this.